Hi everyone, and welcome to today's, the third Love Island Facebook Live with a day star, and we're joined by the lovely Anna Vakili.
Hi everyone.
Very excited to have you back on with us. I'm sure we're in for about roughly a half an hour gossip-filled chat. So much has gone on this week. I don't even know where to start, but I will start by saying happy birthday for Wednesday, Anna. I hope you had a good one.
Thank you.
This week has been shocking. This switched up completely in the last couple of days. I'm going to kick off this week by talking about the whole Toby and Chloe thing. Oh, obviously.
I could see it. I knew it was going to happen. It was just a matter of time. I knew it was going to happen. It was just a matter of time. And there you go.
I didn't see it. I didn't see it happening at all.
It was in front of our eyes the whole time.
Literally, that was so unexpected for me. So obviously they all started from, I think it was the challenge where they all the boys revealed that Chloe was their second choice if it wasn't for the girls they coupled up with. So obviously that went to her ego. Not sure if that was needed or not. And then we saw the little cozy chat sort of happening. And then we had, as we just saw that picture of the saucy copper challenge, which there were absolutely no F's given for Kaz there, was there?
None. And we said it at the beginning. Remember when Love Island was about to start and we were like, oh, we feel like she might be that girl that doesn't have girl code and would take a girl's man? Well, we were right.
Yeah, that vibe was definitely correct.
I know it's all about going in there and finding someone, but at the same time, like, it doesn't hurt just to like have a little bit of respect and a bit of girl code and speak to the girl before you do anything like that. You know, she didn't even come and tell Kaz. Kaz had no warning.
Nothing. She was just stood there like watching. But at least she did get the crown of the competition. She did win most sexiest policewoman or whatever it was in the challenge. So at least she had that. But then they've decided to sort of give things a go. There was another kiss last night on the balcony. Do you think this is is this acceptable from Chloe to do this?
You know, look, I don't think it's acceptable at all the way she's gone about it. It's absolutely fine if you like a guy and you wanna get to know him, because you're in there to find someone, really. But it's just the way you do it. So she could have just took Kaz aside at the beginning when she first started to feel like she might fancy him and say, like, Kaz, I know you're with him, but I want to be honest with you. I've not even told Toby myself yet, but I kind of fancy him. I want to get to know him. I'm here to find someone. I don't want to hurt you, so I want to talk to you about it first.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's all it takes.
Yeah, there was none of that, and and I think that's what good old Faye was actually standing up for Kaz, saying in this argument, which I think had been brewing. There's sort of a bit of beef brewing between Faye and Chloe for a while, that I thought. But then when they had the explosive argument last night, they were swearing, telling them to butt out of each other's business and all sorts. Do you think Faye was out of order for sort of chiming in against and sticking up for Kaz?
Do you know what? I understand Faye's frustration. She's probably really angry about what's going on with Kaz, and she's trying to back her friend up in the whole situation. But to be honest, you can't blame Chloe for turning around if someone's saying your name. If someone's talking about you, you're going to turn around and look over, Yeah. And she was like, turn around and don't listen to my conversation. And she's like, your conversation's about me. And she's like, you can't really blame Chloe.
When you're in the villa, is it actually like that close together? Can you hear people from that far away then?
You can hear like words or like a name. You might not hear the whole conversation, but you might hear bits and bobs.
So your ears are going to prick up if someone says, if you're Chloe and you're going to hear Chloe, so you are going to sort of
exactly
earwig, aren't you? But yeah. Even they were sort of sat in like the sort of OG girls and then the new girls sort of little bed with Millie and Lucinda on. But I saw that Rachel actually got up and was like, I ain't been a part of this. What did you think? Did you think that was good that she's going to stick with the old?
I feel like the old girls have been there for a little bit longer, obviously, and she's seen the relationships of the girls and the guys, so she could tell it was wrong. But I feel like Lucinda and
Millie,
because they've just come. They don't realize like how out of order it is. What
yeah.
Yeah,
definitely. Would you say your team Kaz then?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. I don't like the way Chloe. That's not my kind of girl at all, and that's exactly the kind of girl I would have probably kicked off at if I was in the villa.
Also, talking about that police game, there was another victim, I think, which is poor Hugo. He was left in the lurch, standing there the whole time.
I felt so bad for him.
I was semi-hoping, obviously, Lucinda went last and he was still standing there. I was like, would she just pick him just to be nice? But She didn't. He was standing there so gutted. Oh, would you have picked him out of niceness, or would you just left him standing there?
What do you think with Hugo? Like, why is he not getting any girl? Like, any girls? No one fancies him.
And though I feel so bad, it's definitely like what happened with Dr. Alex, wasn't it? There was not anyone in there for so long for him. I'm hoping someone comes in, but what advice do you have for him, really?
Just to be patient, because you never know, a girl could come in like later on and she'll be perfect for him. They need to find that match, a girl that actually wants a good guy. For some reason, the girls in there, they just want a bad boy.
That's all they want, and all the boys in there just want blonde or blue eyes.
Yeah. All it took was two blondes with green or blue eyes to walk in, and the whole villa's turned upside down.
Literally,
that's all it took.
That's what I was going to get on. The new bombshells, they're in now. We've got Millie and Lucinda. What are your first initial thoughts on both of the girls?
My initial thoughts are that they're stunning. Both of them really pretty girls, and I just knew as soon as I saw like the teaser that they were walking in, I was like, oh my gosh, this villa's gonna go crazy.
Yeah. I mean, considering they've all, well, Jake keeps hyping on about his blonde and blue eye things. This is very common. They've put two blonde and blue eyed girls in, and they both seem very ballsy, and that they're going to step on toes as well. They're not shy about this, are they? So they're not afraid to.
I don't think they need to even do much. They just needed to walk. They just needed to walk in, and all the guys are like turning heads. So.
And obviously they had their dishy dates with the boys, 3 boys of their choice. The one that stood out for me was Liam and Millie. The heat that was coming through the screen. Could you feel it as well?
I felt it. Oh my gosh. I love dates like that.
She was literally, I did think like she was looking at people like that. She's drawing them all in with the faces, but her and Liam was like off the chain.
Oh my God. There was a lot of chemistry, and you could feel the sexual chemistry between them, and they've not even kissed, you know?
I know, I felt like they were going to at any moment. I was like, surely they're going to. Surely it's going to happen.
Same. I could feel it through the screen. Oh my God.
Do you think them two might be a match, or?
I think so, don't you?
So that means Faye might get the boot then.
I know, and she can't. She's like the most entertaining one there.
She's got the best like liners in arguments, 100%.
She's fun. She's fun to watch.
And then talking about those dates, afterwards, all of the boys were so confident, like, considering the girls were only going to really pick one, they all seemed so confident. Like Brad was like, yeah, I've got it in the bag.
And Aaron ended things with Shaz. He ended things with like, why did he do that? When, I mean, he doesn't even know if he's actually secured the bag with the girl.
They were all so confident. Like with Brad and Lucinda, there was in that clip where he was like, yeah, I'm coupling up with you. Like there was no like choice for her really. Like she seemed quite pleased, but I know people have been quite angry because he's used exactly the same lines on Rachel and Lucinda. Like, you're so my type. I've never felt this way when you've walked in. And they've literally, viewers have been up in arms like, well, what is your type? Because these girls are like completely different.
And this is what confused me, because then he told Lucinda that he told Rachel that she wasn't his type.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, you told her she was your type.
Yeah, and the whole villa. Like, that was a straight up lie, Brad.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah, she knows that, you know, she's not my typical type. So no wonder poor Rachel does feel like she's just been like picked up and dropped, really. So she was there she is. She has been a bit emotional, bless her. Do you think she's like in her right to feel like that then?
Absolutely. I think in there it's so intense as well, and so many things are going through your head at the same time. You want to stay in there and have the opportunity to find love, and you put all your eggs in one basket, and when you feel like you've kind of been lied to, it is upsetting. You know, whenever you see the girls crying, they always say, oh, I don't get like this. It's so true, because on the outside she probably wouldn't get like that, but in there, because it's so intense, you just do end up crying, and it's so emotional.
It's just so weird how he was laying it on so thick, and he's completely scary. The boy's behavior is like, oh.
And then Aaron, I wanted to speak about Aaron.
Yeah, that's what I was then moving on to. Another boy who was so confident after those dates, because obviously he went on with Millie and Lucinda. He then, it spurred him on to finish things with old Sharon there. He did say that was mainly because she was too fiery, and the children comment. Now, was that fair?
And I feel like he's just using these as an excuse to like leave, because if them two blonde girls didn't walk in, yeah, he might have had a conversation with her about being a bit fiery, but would he have ended it and just kept it as friends? Nah.
No.
He wouldn't have.
Absolutely not. And he was so confident, like talking about it afterwards to the boys and that. And I was thinking, you're not even going to, I don't think you're going to get picked, mate. So I feel like he's kind of shot himself in the foot because he's finished.
And that's my girl there. I love that girl. She's a bit of me. And you know what? I hope the new guy that walks in, I hope him and her get it on. And bye, Aaron.
Yeah, you have backed Sharon from the start, to be fair. But I saw yesterday, actually, so he'd split things with her, I think the episode before, and then yesterday they were actually sat next to each other again. Do you think that's because he sort of got the pie off Lucinda and Millie? Like, do you think he's thought, oh, well, I'm not getting them, so I'm going to go back to old Shaz?
Yeah, I think he's going to try, and I hope that she doesn't take him back.
No, I think that she hasn't realised any of this and he's full interest, so she's none the wiser. That's what I think. So I think she's probably going to let him come back. So she put on like the sexy underwear before bed. So I feel, but we'll see. Also on the dates, Hugo was picked by both of them. And here's Millie and here. Now, do you think they did see the episodes before they went on the show? So do you think they picked him because they thought he was a fan favourite and to sort of get him with the viewers? Or was it genuine?
I don't know. Well, Lucinda said that before she came in, he wasn't one of her favourites. And then like once she saw the way he was, he liked the way that he was quite classy and all that. So it's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. But I think as the show goes on, we're going to see a lot more of what you just said.
Yeah.
More of bombshells going in for fan favorites. I think that's what happened to our season, especially towards the end. So yeah, I don't know. At this point, I think it's a little bit hard to tell.
Yeah, I weren't sure because it was either they could, as you say, change their mind, sit him in person, or it could be because he's fan favorite, or it could generally be because they just feel sorry for him because he hasn't had much luck.
And so, he's an option because he's not really coupled up with.
As well. It's not going to ruffle any more feathers, was it? It was sort of an easy option.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope he gets his queen coming soon, you know. I need to see that smile on his face because the smile hasn't been there, as we just saw, that look of shock on that picture. The whole fake debate thing, he was torn down by the girls. What do you think? Was he out of order? Were the girls out of order?
Okay, so basically this topic is something that actually is like sits really close to my heart because obviously since like coming out of the villa, I'm probably the one that has had this whole fake comment the most. In general, I get a lot of like plastic fake comments on a daily basis. And for me, like I get where the girls are coming from because I really feel like this should be spoken about more. I don't like how people can get at girls or men or women that have plastic surgery. Like it's not right. But I don't think Hugo meant bad when he said it. I don't think his intentions were bad, and I definitely wouldn't have gone off on him like that, like the girls did. I think they were a bit over the top. But like I said, when you're in there, things are very intense, and small things like that can get you like really angry. But like, yeah, no, I felt sorry for him. I could tell that he didn't mean bad by it, you know?
Yeah.
But I do think it's a good topic to be like raise awareness about because I just do feel like it's such an easy thing for people to just get at girls that have had plastic, girls or guys that have had plastic surgery and say fake this, fake that, you know, plastic, all that. Like it's not right. And you know what? When guys say they don't like fake girls, most of the girls they hit on are fake anyway. So it's really annoying.
Yes. Oh, especially that was their argument though, wasn't it? That he didn't like fake girls, but he tried pursuing Sharon and Faye, who then self-admittedly said that they were the two that had probably had the most work done in the villa. So it was like, I do get their points. Felt sorry for him because I think he was a bit of a deer in the headlights. He didn't quite realise, obviously, the extent of what he'd said. But obviously, we did see him get a little bit upset. Do you think that was genuine, like, concern and he felt so awful for upsetting the girls in there, or was it more worried that he was going to get cancelled on the outside by everyone watching?
Probably both.
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
He's
always going to be worried in there, you know, like what's being shown to the outside, what are the public thinking. You're always going to have that at the back of your mind.
Yeah, poor Hugo. We hope he just gets a bit more luck next week. Hey?
I definitely wouldn't have shouted at him like that or had a go at him like that. I could just tell, you know, you can just tell someone's like energy, like he didn't mean it. You know?
No. He was so confident putting the boards up as well. It was like that, and the girls are literally sitting there like, are you for real?
Yeah.
But Anyway, we'll move on to the next point, which is Jake and Liberty. So the viewers have been increasingly angry at Jake because they just think he's going to bin her off for the next, well, any blonde bombshell that's going to walk in, really. And she's just sitting there like love-struck lib that she is. But she did have a chat with him last night. She did sort of put him in his place. Did she say enough?
I don't think so. I think she started off well when she was like, I'm giving you 110% and I want it like back. But like, I just, and he's really good at what he does, I think. Do you not think he's really good at manipulating the situation to like seem like it's absolutely normal, but it's not?
Yeah, he's telling her like some of his truth, but not the full picture.
Yeah. If you like someone, you get to know them. I just feel like, especially with them, that it's been long enough just to know that if he just wants to get to know her or other people, it's been long enough. Like if he doesn't want to just get to know her at this point, then it's obviously he doesn't like her enough.
Yeah, it's just so like, it must be so heartbreaking, really. She's put her all into him, not got to know anyone else. And then he's just sat there like, well, still going to get to know people. It's the way this goes.
That's because she genuinely likes him. He doesn't actually genuinely like her.
Do you think that she's going to get trodden on more? Will she find a voice?
I hope she does. I hope she does. Like, I hope someone comes in and she just kind of gives him a taste of his own medicine and says, I want to get to know him, see how he feels.
Yeah. Would you have gone in harder? Would you have said more?
Well, you know me.
Yeah. What would your reaction be if you were Liberty then? What would you say?
The next guy that would walk in, I don't even care if he's not my type. I'm getting to know him.
She hasn't even done that. She hasn't even played like the tit for tat game, which I mean they all play.
Yeah, and you have to sometimes. Like you just do.
We've got a question actually on the screen. There was one before. We've just spoken about Chloe, so I wasn't going to answer that one. But does Anna do a podcast with the other Love Island girls? We'd love to hear their breakdown of the episodes afterwards.
Currently, no. At the moment, I'm just focusing on my like Daily Star column and my lives. So that's like where I'm going to be giving all my opinions. So no, not at the moment. I have done podcasts with like other Love Island girls before in the past. But at the moment, we're just on here.
I mean, if you want Ravana, then you're just going to have to tune in with us, I'm afraid. So we've got her. Now we're going to play the old love or shove game that we've played before. We'll do sort of quick fire round. Who have we got on the screen for the first? So we'll just go Aaron first. We'll go from the order. Aaron, lovin', shovin'.
Shove.
I think you did this last week. He's not grown on you at all then, really.
Oh, and it's funny because when we first watched the VTs, I was like, oh, he's nice, but nah.
No. Do you think he's going to get back with Sharon? Do you think he's going to make it?
I hope he does it. My girl deserves better.
Faye?
Oh, I love her. I love her. She's outspoken. She's real. She's like powerful. I love her.
I think though she might be up for the chop.
I know, but they can't. I don't think she should leave. Like, I don't think the producers should let her leave. She's what's making it really entertaining right now.
Yeah, I feel like she's definitely got the most witty like lines that will sort of live with us long after Love Island stops. So I hope she doesn't, and I hope there is someone that is for her as well, because she hasn't had that sort of man that she wants. That man who she says can rip her and banter with her. There's not I don't know if there has been any funny lads in there who's actually had any good.
Do you not think that the men aren't funny at all, and there's not enough like of that? What is it, bromance? None of that.
Like where's your Chris and Kems? Like
none.
There isn't any, is there? So that's what everyone not everyone, some people are loving it. People are saying it is quite dry compared to other seasons. I know it's hotting up now with the dramas, but personality-wise, do you think we're still lacking a bit? Yeah,
I think it's good on the drama side, but like the entertainment, like funny, unseen bits and all that, I think is definitely a bit dry.
Who do we need in? What kind of character?
We need more Fays in there. We need more Shaz, fiery girls. We need guys that are like Anton. Even Jordan. Like, I don't know if you saw that side of him. I have actually not rewatched my series, but like, there's one thing I have to give Jordan. He was so funny. Like, we need more funny. Like Chris, Kems.
Yeah, there's no jokes. There's absolutely no jokes. Hopefully we have someone soon. I can't believe you've not watched your series back.
No, I haven't. I haven't watched it. I can't watch myself. I will just cringe out.
You must have seen little clips though, because they circulated everywhere.
I've seen clips, of course, and I've seen the biggest scenes. I've rewatched those, but when I watch it, it gives me a little bit of anxiety watching back I just remembered my emotions at the time, and it kind of like freaks me out a bit.
Oh, well, at least you're watching some other hot singles on screen now, so you're not in the hot seat. So, Jake, what are you thinking? I'm not sure it's going to be positive. Shove.
Right.
Do you want him properly out?
You just know what I'm going to say before
I know. Do you
Yeah,
think we need him out so Liberty can find a new lad?
I just want to give him another chance just to like actually appreciate Liberty, because I do think that if he did put 110% back into her, they are a really cute couple.
Yeah, I mean they are. You can see what she says. They are very alike. When they do chat, they do. And if he wasn't so mean to our girl Liberty, he is quite funny actually. Like he has more quirky things about him. But where he's doing this to Liberty, no one's even paying any attention to that. So he needs to save himself and pull this out of the park. Should we go next?
Yeah.
Hugo.
Oh, what's not to love? So cute.
It's so weird that he was such a sort of an alpha party lad before coming in. It must be such a reality check for him.
No, you told me that last time. I was like, I couldn't believe it. Like he was a bit of a player. What the hell? I feel like he needs to bring a little bit of that energy in the villa though, because obviously these girls, they want that.
Yeah, I just think compared to all the other lads, he's sort of just been swamped, hasn't he? He's just sort of shrunk into himself.
Bless him.
Oh.
But when you start going through that, they're in there. It just makes it. I can't explain it. It makes it worse. Like if you're not getting that attention from the girls, you start to feel a bit shit, and then you just hold back, and it just goes worse and worse and worse. You know.
Was there anyone in your series that you sort of felt would have played that part then, or had that feeling?
I feel like with me and you one day at the beginning, like we started to feel really bad about ourselves, and then it could be shown on screen. We weren't ourselves fully, you know. We weren't as bubbly as we normally are. So yeah, definitely.
So we're holding out for producers to cheer Hugo up. So Chloe, what are your thoughts? Shove. You said no, not a girl's girl, is she?
Zero girl code.
And Toby next to her. I mean, we put them together well, haven't we?
Oh, Toby. It's a difficult one because at first I shoved, then like last week I think I loved him, and then now I'm gonna shove him.
You're gonna shove it. He has just tried to be honest though, like devil's advocate. I know he's hurt our girl Kaz, but he's just I feel like it's a bit of a Wes Megan situation where she was like, could you be happier? And then Wes went in and chose Megan over Laura. Do you think that's sort of similar vibe here?
Very similar. But my girl Kaz is upset right now, so we're going to shove him. Next week I might love him again.
Oh, next. We go next?
Right, so love.
Sharon.
Love
Sharon. I'm not sure if we swore there. Sorry, guys, anyone watching. But Sharon, you love her. Is she your fave girl?
She is my favorite girl. She's the only one I follow on Instagram, I think. Oh, other than Kaz.
Well, do you think you'd be mates on the outside?
I hope so. I don't know. You never know. She might hate me.
No.
It's really weird, these things, because you could like really love someone and like even other celebrities, because you don't realize that they've seen you and they might not like you.
Well, I'm sure that's not the case. I mean, as you said, you're both fiery and stood up for yourself, so she could probably see that too. Brad.
Right. I don't know, because he's so fit. He's so fit. But I have to shove him, even though like he's so hot. But we're gonna have to shove him for what he's been doing. Because come on.
Would you still meet up with him on the outside?
No. Do you know what? I'd meet up with him. I wouldn't trust a word he says.
No, like, do you think you can understand what he says? Because everyone's saying that they can't translate his thick accent.
Yeah, I can't understand a word he says, and I wouldn't trust it. Maybe it's a good thing I don't understand a word he says, because I just would not trust him.
Rachel.
Rachel, I don't love her, and I wouldn't shove her. I have no an opinion on her, you know.
I thought she was sort of going to be like main character vibes, but then the bombshells come in and she's sort of been pushed out of the way, hasn't she?
Yeah, no, I don't really have an opinion. Is there no way? Do I have to pick?
Yeah, we've got. I'm making you pick, Anna. Sorry.
I have to pick. Shove.
Yeah.
Because there's just like no, I don't know. I just don't have an opinion. There's nothing that I love about her.
That's fine. We'll take that. Should we go next?
Yeah.
Liberty.
Love.
Yeah, she's a little darling. I do love her, and I love the fact she worked at Nando's before this. I
Did
think that's
she?
great. Yeah, she
Oh,
worked at Nando's before this, but they wouldn't trust her serving or something because she was too clumsy, so she had to go in the front of the house.
oh, I love that.
Bless her. Liam in the middle.
I love him.
Is he a bit of you?
He, out of everyone in there, looks wise, he's most like my type. Like he's dark, tall, yeah. But
He's not annoyed you yet either.
he's not annoyed me yet. No, not yet. So love him.
Kaz?
Love her. She's a nice girl. She's bubbly. She's pretty. Like she deserves someone in to come in there and give her what like 100 and just like Liberty 110.
Yeah. She took that so well last night when Toby was telling her everything. She didn't even like remotely bat an eyelid. She literally held her like ground. I don't know how she did it.
But do you think it will come out? Because you know sometimes when you hold it in, it just bruise and then like suddenly it'll come out.
I mean, I don't think it was a genuine reaction. Maybe I feel like obviously you're on telly. Like it would have been different if like you're in the bar. Do you know what I mean? So I feel like it was very like this is happening. I'm gonna have to hide it now.
Yeah.
But hopefully she gets someone in there that cheers her up because she deserves it now, doesn't she?
Yeah.
Right, next we've got, I think, the last slide. The newbies. So Millie, who's now...
I can't really say like I shovel like I love her so far. She seems like a nice girl. She's got a good personality. So yeah, so far.
I think she's like pretty down to earth as well. So yeah. I think we could hopefully see, well, you know, her and Liam blossom. And then this is, sorry. I
feel like she's been respectful to the other girls. You know, both of the new girls have been.
So. Yeah, they've been confident and like assertive, but not really like bitchy.
Yeah.
So far, I mean, it could all change tonight. You never know. Yeah. Teddy, the new boy who's coming in tonight. We've not seen him yet. Only on a little bit.
I saw he was fit. So yeah, love him.
Anna, did you just go in for a closer look there?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking at those packs. But yeah,
what do you think he's going to go for? What do you think we're going to expect?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not. Has he got a VT out or anything?
I think he has, but I think he's just said he's like not afraid to sort of get in anyone's way. I don't think he said he's kept his cards close to his chest. I don't think he said.
Has he said he's got a type?
I don't think he's been quite close about it. So I think
if he comes out with blonde and blue eyes, yeah, I'm quick, guys. I'm quick.
That's what I was going to say. Surely there can't be another one. The producers have got to have some sense here, surely.
Yeah.
And then Lucinda, who I think has turned the most heads this series yet.
Oh, she's so pretty, isn't she? Like she's really stunning. Yeah, I love her. I've got nothing bad to say about her. She's been nice. She's been respectful. She's got good convo. Yeah. I
do think her and Brad like quite visually suit as well. I feel like they could.
They like the couple goals.
Yeah.
Goals. They're hot.
Hopefully they can. She seems to sort of be like vibing off his chat, which is not like the other girls yet. So, you know, could be going well. We've just got a question from Yasmin here. So also just wanted to say, as a fellow curvy girl of colour in the healthcare professional industry, maybe, thank you for being an advocate for us, beauty and brains and badass energy, living for it. Thank you for being unapologetically yourself.
Oh, that's so sweet. Thank you, Yasmin. That's honestly so lovely to hear, because that is like something that's very important to me, is to represent. I think a lot, like we don't have enough Middle Eastern girls in this industry at all. And just being Middle Eastern and being a bit curvier, like I'm happy that I can just represent us more.
Woo! And also lastly, who do you think is going to choose to couple up this time? Is it going to be girls or boys?
Right, so what was it last time? It was
the girls picked last time. So yeah, I think it might be interesting to see if the boys picked, because it's gonna actually show their true colours and test their loyalty to their girls, isn't it?
Yeah, because I'd love to see what Toby does.
Oh, and I think it's gonna be Chloe.
Oh my god. Oh,
who do you think, if someone's on the chopping block, maybe one or two of them, who do you think's next out?
I think Faye, which I don't want it to happen, but it could be. I think she's in danger, and I think Kaz is in danger. Yeah,
because I think the numbers are piling up again, so they're going to have to chop some head stuff, aren't they? But yeah, hopefully them two find a man in there because, as we say, they are one of our faves.
Yeah.
Kaz with she's such a chirpy little ball of energy, and then Faye with the one-liners. So hopefully they can sort it out for next week. But I'm super excited to watch some more episodes, and we'll be catching up with you again next week, Anna. But thanks everyone for watching, and of course thanks Anna for joining us again, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your birthday week.
Thank you. Thanks everyone. Bye, Carly.
Bye.